Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Impossible Mowers. Now in today's video, we're going to be seeing if we can't get this little craftsman push mower here that's been forgotten and abandoned up and running once again. Now before we dig into today's video, I do want to let you guys know, I know you all have been noticing we've been uploading videos really slowly here, and I gotta tell you what has happened is I have ended up buying so much stuff for all the mowers. It's almost been a bit of a yikes. Like, too much is coming in, so it's a little hard for me to make all the videos in one sitting. So we do have a lot of stuff coming in for the mowers, and I don't want to spoil to you at all what we're doing because it's gonna spoil it. But we got some really cool stuff coming down the pipe. I will give you one little sprinkle there, a little something for you guys to chew on. It does involve Chuck. Hopefully by the end of a week or two here, he's going to be 100% finished. And then from there, we're just going to be testing, tuning, just fine tuning, and just putting on some cool stuff. That's all I'm going to say though. But just about every single one of these mowers is getting some cool stuff. I will not tell you what because I don't want to spoil the future videos, so keep an eye out for that. But if you guys are wondering, hey, why is he not posting as much? That is what's going on. Usually if I don't post in a week or 2 weeks, something big's coming down the pipe that I know you guys are going to really love. We are spending a lot of coin on what we're going to do this year. Before the 4th of July, involving some specific mowers, which I will not name, but I know at the end of the day, you guys are going to love it. We're going to love it. It's just going to be a really, really cool thing at the end of the day. So just keeping you guys in the loop. But with that all said and done, I figured why not do a little revive and drive. This is a self-propelled mower, but yeah, just see if we can get this thing going. You guys know me, I contacted Hypa and they sent me some parts, so we're going to be digging into those as well, and just seeing how they work. And hopefully we can get this thing on the road once again. So without further ado, let's dig into this mower. So, first thing I noticed, and keep in mind guys, I haven't touched this thing. I just picked it up and then it sat under a tarp, and here it is. So, let's see here. Throttle, that works well. This seems to be a Craftsman brand mower with the old 6.5 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. Seems pretty cool. I haven't worked on one of these in a hot minute. Definitely it's been a while though. Looks like we're gonna have to break out the shop vac, vacuum some of this junk off of there. But before we do any of that, I say we start with the basics here. Check for oil. It's got oil. It ain't the shiniest, prettiest, newest oil, but it's got oil. And the motor itself genuinely looks pretty young. Like, it actually looks pretty nice. But I don't know, looks can just be deceiving. Another thing I'm noticing here is the safety cable is broken. I'm seeing that right here. It comes up through this cable up to here and into this little bracket where you can turn on and off the safety, and you can see that safety runs all the way down. It looks like someone zip tied it. Runs down to this bar here where it gets pulled forward and backward, but it obviously can't be pulled since it's broken. So I did order that from Hypa. I kind of forgot what I ordered. Not gonna lie, I think that's the only thing I remember. Maybe I think I ordered a tune-up kit just to be safe, because I think, yeah, there's no air filter here or cover. So I'll have to order a cover, but I do have the air filter. But that shouldn't stop us from at least seeing if this thing will run. So let's make our way over here to the parts department. As you guys can see, there are a lot of parts here. All right, let's see what we got. What do we have here? Okay, let's see. Oh, there's the filter. Oh, good, I did order a tune-up kit, thank God. Okay, Bing, bing, boom. Actually, you know what I just realized? I think that is the tune-up kit for the Echo. No kidding. Maybe. I don't know. This one might actually be for the push mower. I only needed a spark plug for the Echo and a fuel bowl. But I don't know. That might be for this mower. Not too sure. Ah, and here we go. Control cable, which hopefully is long enough. Let's see. Yeah, no. Hey, it should be right length. Hopefully. So I guess what we'll do first, see if there's any gas in here. Yeah, okay, bone dry. Okay, we got fresh stuff. So I guess what we'll do first, we already checked the oil. I've already turned it by hand. It does have compression, and pretty good compression to say the least. But I guess what we'll do first is we will cut off the zip ties to the safety, remove the broken safety cable, grab the shop vac, clean up the mess it's already made, and including just getting all this stuff cleaned up in here. Looks like we got some debris all over the motor here. Nothing too bad, but enough to give it a cleaning. And then take it from there. So I'm gonna cut the video right here, and I guess we'll start clipping away. Alrighty, so got the old control cable here, and we will just snip that off. Snip that off. That's pretty much it. Okay. Alright, so let's see what we got here. I believe we just pinch and it just pops out. I believe. Let's see. Oh dear. I guess we'll just break it off. Maybe it's not the most, definitely not the most textbook way of doing things, that's for sure. Alright, does seem to be pretty stuck on there though. Alright. Interesting. There we go. Push backward. That's the technique right there, ladies and gentlemen. And then it looks like we got a little nut right here, a little screw. Cute little guy. Ready. See what we got here. Okay. I mean, it seems pretty straightforward so far. Oh, I see there's another. Looks like a nut and a bolt tied in together. Okay. Okay, I'll be right back, and I'll take this puppy off. Alrighty, guys, got the old puppy off. You can see it was just a little bolt with a nut on it. Simple, straightforward. Now, looking at this cable, this new one against this old one, already I can tell this is not the right cable, but we are Impossible Mowers and we will make this work. The length is off by, I want to say, 5 inches running it stock. So what I'm gonna do, well, I'll show you the way this guy had it. At least I don't even know if that way is stock, but the way I found it, he had it hooked up here, had it running all the way up this line, I'm sorry, this bar, and then it stopped right here, went across, stopped here, and then went up to this little flap. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start here, go here, and then just go straight across diagonally to my desired spot. And you can also see here on this new cable, this is not a bolt. This is a kind of like a push-in. Now this is not Hypa's fault. This is actually my fault because I ordered the wrong one. But I mean, a cable is a cable, and this is, I'm not selling this to anybody. This is just going to be our little ripper. Just something for us to get some lawn maintenance done around here. So as long as it works, that's all I care about. So what I'll probably do is put a nut right here, put the nut right here with maybe a washer or something, or maybe just the nut itself, and then just run this guy right onto here. So it'll look kind of funky, but it'll work. So I guess we'll get to installing it. Guess we'll start high, work our way down. Probably would make sense. So let's see here. How can I screw this up? Let's see. Let's see. So interesting. It's almost like this is too big-ish. But we will make it work. It's no different than like on a lawnmower, kind of like that throttle cabling. Here we go. Ooh, satisfying snap. All right. So you guys may notice I have this laying like this and not the other way around. The reason is this isn't even the right cable, and I'm still doing this, is because if you have it flipped the other way around, instead of the cord being flush and flat with the bar, it's gonna be going like this. It's gonna be making this kind of motion. And over time, as you're pushing and pulling on this cable, that's gonna bend this wire more and more and more, and then suddenly it'll just snap. So doing it the right way, even though this is the wrong cable, doing that trick, you should always do it. And the same thing goes with the ride mowers. Although the ride mowers, as far as like the governor spring and the governor rod goes, that's a whole different ball game. But I only mention that because it's kind of the same style you're seeing here, that little S that you just kind of put in. But that is just kind of what I'm doing there. It's the best thing I know will fit in the situation that's being given to me. So we'll take it. And then what we'll do, sorry for the camera work. I guess I'll just mount this right here. Alright, I'm gonna need pliers to set that in, but perhaps maybe before we even do that, you know what? I do have a washer, because I stopped by Harbor Freight and got this, which is a heaven saver for mud mowers. If you guys have mud mowers, you're watching this channel, or if you're just the average family guy who works on his square body, works on his pickup truck, you guys all know you're going to need a nut or bolt, a nut or bolt. I mean, you're always going to need one. It's just when and where. And I'm telling you right now, I've so had it with getting these old crusty bolts that, although they're kind of good, some of them are just so bad to the point where they snap because they're weathered. Go over to Harbor Freight, 460 piece nut washer kit. I'm not sponsored by them, but this was literally $6. Kid you not. So yeah, get yours today. Got a nice washer here. Oh, that's a little too big. Ah, perfect. I'm telling you though, guys, as far as the mud mower application goes, these are a lifesaver, and they're just nice to have in general for doing builds and stuff like that. So screw that puppy in. Alright, I know that there's a bolt on the other side here, so I'm not going to get this crazy tight. I just want to get it hand tight, just for now at least. Right, let me just get the camera situated here. Okay. I'll definitely tighten that up later. I just wanted the nut on there so that when this is up here, I'm not having a fight to get it in, although it's not really that big of a deal. Is this gonna go in? Yes, hopefully. All right, let's see what happens here. Oop. Ah, wee. Let's see, is that in all the way? Nope. Still kind of sticking out a little bit. Probably help if I tighten up my wrench. Move it down just a scotch. Ah, very good. Nice. All right. That seems to be in there pretty good. I'm digging that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know why these are here. I can only assume they come with these holes here with threads on them. No, they're not even threads, no. These holes here just for what I just showed you there. I don't know. Maybe if there's somebody watching this who's been doing mowers for a long time, longer than me, or hell, they even built this damn thing, hit me up, let me know, comment. I've always wanted to know that. It's the small things that sometimes you just never know. Okay, so we're gonna run this puppy down. GoPro keeps getting caught on that. All right, and let's see here. All right, I might, yeah, okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna pull that out and move it down some, because as far as this cabling goes, there's actually more than enough. There might even be a little too much. But as far as this rubber lining goes for this to hook on, you can see here, it's just almost there, but not quite. Once again, this is not even the right cable for this mower, but I'm hoping we can make it work. So let me pull that out off camera. I'm just gonna move it down right to this hole here, and I'll try it again. Hopefully this works. Shoo-wee! Let me tell you guys something. We got this puppy working mint. Now, I know I said I was just going to move it a little bit down, but I actually ended up having to move the throttle cable because moving it here was just going to be too short. So I moved it right down here, and there is literally a perfect amount of room for not only the throttle to operate and function correctly, as you can see there, but the control cable. Have a gander at that. Shoo-wee! Right on. That's a nice win. You can see it there. Now I'm probably, let's see, I might put a zip tie there. Maybe not, actually. I might just leave it the way it is, because it's really not getting in the way of anything. It's actually quite fine. However, I might put a zip tie here, because I am noticing this is getting a little wiggly. That's small pickings, man. Cool. All right, so that works. Oh, I never even tried the drive. That works too. Nice. All right, now some of you guys might think, yeah, no shit, this is common knowledge, but there are people out there that don't know this, so I'm gonna say it anyways. These mowers, 9 out of 10 times when you're getting a push mower, even as, you know, earlier, not earlier, sorry, as later as this one, which I have no idea how old this is. It looks like a late 90s, early 2000s rig, but I'm not even sure. But even on these rigs, and the ones made today in 2025, they have a safety bracket on the top there. Pretty much if you have it pressed in, the system, which is just this control cable, I don't even know, they might have computer stuff nowadays, I don't know. I work on the old stuff, not the new. But anyways, it's a cable that goes down to this little bracket right here with a little spring on it, and what that'll do is it kills off the power to the coils, which stops the mower if you're not pressing it in. So that's just kind of the way of the system, or the manager uses the motor kind of realizing, oh, there's no one handling this rig, I'm going to kill myself. The problem with this mower, why I wouldn't start, is that wasn't working, so it would always think there's no one managing it, or in just simple terms, the cable wasn't moving on the bracket, so the mower just wasn't getting any spark, thus not working. It's different on each mower. The idea is the same, but some mowers have a different kill system. Yeah, so there's that. So there you go. That is why this is not starting. So now that we've replaced the cable, I'm gonna quickly make sure I got the right air filter. That's always nice to know. Let's see. Nice. All right, that is the right one. Cool. So I'm not going to put the air filter on, obviously, because there's no cover. I have already ordered one, and most likely on a short, on an Instagram post, you'll see me put the cover back on and mow some grass with this unit. But just for simplicity's sake, I'm just going to run it as is. It's not going to do anything any harm. If we were in a dust bowl, yeah, you wouldn't want to do it, but who cares? So let's see if this thing will start. Hopefully. Gas nozzle here. All right, grab ourselves some gas right here from the old vehicle can. Alrighty. See what happens. I mean, I'm kind of excited. This stuff, you guys know this stuff is not scripted. If you guys think it is, not the channel for you. But yeah, no, none of this stuff is scripted. So what you kind of see is what you get. So we'll see what happens here. See if we can film and fill up the gas tank at the same time. Hold on, bear with me. There it is. All right. I'm only gonna fill it about halfway because I don't know if there's any leaks. So let's have a look. Let me get a flashlight. That would help. I'll use the jump pack for now. My flashlight's gone walked off. It's on walkabout. Let's see. Ah, this is why you check. You see that? Primer bulb is leaky. Very leaky. Okay. Hold on. Interesting. I've never seen a leak on the front of a primer bulb. Because I'm putting my hand over it and it's actually not doing it anymore. It's just slowly dripping from the excess. Let's see, how do we want to do this? Because the primer bulb works pretty well, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's still leaking pretty good. It looks like it's dry rotted, so that tells me this has been out in the sun. You know what? 2, 3. Huh. Well, now it's not leaking. Oh, now it's back. All right, yep. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right now is cut the camera off, get some Scott's rags and a bucket. I might still try to see if this thing will start. Just for shits and giggles really quickly. But this fuel bulb is really being a pain because I don't want to have fuel spilling everywhere in front of a running motor. That's just not safe. I do have a fire extinguisher, but I don't want to have to do that. Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe I'll throw some tape on this just to see if it'll run, but I kind of really don't want to do that. Alright, let me figure something out. I'll be right back with you guys, and hopefully when you see this camera rolling, we are not holding a fuel bulb, but we are getting ready to pull start it. So, be right back. Alrighty. For now, what I've done is I've just plugged up the front hole. I just took the primer bulb off and then plugged it up. There's a little hole that reaches in front of the carburetor where it sucks the fuel. So just plug that up for now. See if this little bitch, see if this baby will run. See if this little bitch will run. I'll tell you what. Okay. Some starter fluid. All right, let's see what happens. Woo! Come on, baby. She was so close. Okay. Not getting fuel. Interesting. Let me see here. Maybe the carburetor's clogged. That's a possibility. Maybe I just didn't put enough in. That's another possibility too. Hopefully my plug holds. Nothing's leaking yet. Okay. Well, let's see what happens. Alright. Let's not forget the gas cap. Where did I put that thing? Okay, let me find the gas cap. Oh, no, right here. Good deal. All right. Let's see what we get. Get the camera straight. Oh my goodness, it's falling apart on me. Okay. Okay. Damn. I see fuel. Looks like that plug didn't hold. Yep. Dang it. Okay. Alright, let me clean that up. Yep, she's leaking. Actually, it's not even leaking from the primer bulb. It's leaking right from the carb. Yep. Whew! Blew a carb gasket, looks like. Or maybe it was already blown. Damn! Okay. Well, it kind of ran there. A little something. Okay. Well. Damn, that's such a shame. I don't have any gaskets. Ugh. I mean, I could tip it over, force the fuel in, and do that, but on that, I won't be able to get it to run solid. Damn. Okay. Well, this is not quite the revive and drive I was looking for. I mean, it did run though, so that's a good thing. That's the first time I've heard it run. I mean, it didn't run for long, but it did something. It ran. Let me drain this fuel out here. Alright. I'm gonna cut the camera off here and drain the fuel. Alrighty guys. So the old Craftsman fought me and it won, unfortunately. So I figured, you know what, we got some stuff done on it, but it obviously needs some more attention. I gotta get some more parts in through the door for that machine. So in order for me to continue work on that, I'm just gonna keep it there, tarp it, and I figured why not, to finish today's video, do a service on this beautiful weed whacker. You guys may remember this one when I did the video on how to replace the carburetor many moons ago. And, or I think I did a service on it. I forgot what I did, to be honest. The old GT200R Echo. Been a great unit for me up until it just started running real rough. And I looked at the spark plug and it was not very good. So Hypa sent me a kit. They sent me a spark plug here, which will be very nice because I can replace that. And look at what we got. That is not a weed whacker spark plug. Hold on, maybe I got the boxes mixed up. Oh no, it is a weed whacker spark plug. No kidding. That's crazy. Huh. Well, dig into it. I figured if we can't at least get that mower running, we can at least try to get this weed whacker running. Make it a double thing here, you know? Try to get 2 birds, 1 stone. But it looks like we're just gonna get 1 bird, 1 stone. You know, sometimes this happens, you know? Just the way it is. Just the way it is. It. Nice. Yeah, this thing hasn't been serviced in a long time. But, I mean, the spark plug looks pretty good. But, I mean, it's pretty old. I mean, it's a normal looking spark plug, you know? But I figured, you know what, I'm here. I might as well replace it while I have the necessities with me. And, let's see. Interesting. Seems to be a bigger one. I wonder if I got the spark plugs mixed up. Let's see. Yeah, no, I definitely think I did. Let me see. Yeah, they're the right size. Huh. This was in the weed whacking kit. Maybe it fits. Who knows? Let's see. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, fits in pretty good. Let me just make sure we're looking at the right size. You don't want to put the wrong spark plug in. I'm just being OCD. See, they're both gapped the same. Yeah, no, this is the same. Just seems to have a bigger body on it right here, but it's the exact same. Okay. I mean, if it works, right? I do like to take care of this machine, so I like to make sure I'm getting the right parts at least. Alright. So while I'm putting this in, guys, I will have you know, we will be seeing that push mower again. Do not think it'll be left in the shadows. I'll probably do maybe a YouTube video or a YouTube short, depending on how long it takes. Probably a YouTube video. Alright, spark plug is in. Cap is on. Right on. Let's see if it'll fire. 1, 2, 3 squirts. Choke. On switch. Alright. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Well, that was the quickest revival I've ever done. This thing literally, I should have had a video of it, but with this old spark plug, I mean, it ran, but it was not idling, and boy, I tell you, it was just not running right, you know? And then it occurred to me, I have never replaced a spark plug before. And I've had this thing for 5-6 years. So, bit of a yikes on me. Well, there you go. Hypa spark plugs. Right on. Well, that's pretty much today's video, guys. You know, like I said, sorry that we couldn't get that push mower going. Stuff happens. I mean, I can't do anything about it, but sometimes you dig into a project, you don't realize how much you need or how much that has to get put into it until you attack it. And obviously that push mower needs some more love and attention. We will be seeing that in the future. Probably be a YouTube video, since I might as well just do a once over on new plug, new filter cover, just do a whole once over, oil change too. So we'll be seeing that again, but it did throw some smoke. I mean, it did run for like 2 seconds, so there's life there. So that's what keeps me encouraged to keep moving on and get that thing back on the road. But I mean, we were able to revive this, so that's a pretty cool thing right there. But with all that said and done, I hope you guys, there's the camera, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I know it's not what we usually do, and I know we like to do a lot of off-roading on the trails, and we will be. Don't worry about that. Talking to you right there. Don't worry about that. But like I said before, a lot of stuff coming through the door as far as parts go. Don't want to spoil anything, but we are looking at a pretty kick-ass 4th of July, and within the next week or two here, you guys are going to be seeing a very huge purchase we made for a very special mower, and it's got to be the biggest purchase I think we've ever made before. So stay tuned for that. You do not want to miss that. Also, remember to check out the Patreon and the Instagram. It's free, guys. There's no fee to pay, no monthly payments. Just go there, check it out. We're always posting at least once a week on those platforms. Sometimes, most of the time, more than just once a week. So without further ado, I hope you all stay safe, and I'll catch you guys next time. This is Impossible Mowers out.